Okay. What's happening, fam? L.A.R movement still moving. How concentrating on the youth is hypocrisy. Um, I might try to title it something different, but this is what I mean. You notice people say, we need to focus on the youth because the older generation is, they're done. Here's the problem with that. How is it? And a lot of times when they say the youth, they talking like 13 and under. So you giving up on 13 and up. Everybody from 13 and up is just finished. They're washed up. They're through. They got it all. Once they hit a freshman in high school, they is already in their mind. That's bullshit. Here's the thing. How can you say give up on generations that are still okay? If you go from 13 to 25, you gave up on them too. They still figuring it out. You gave up on 26 to 40. Yeah, I get it. Sometimes it's a little bit. Sometimes you should, sometimes you shouldn't. 46 up, I dig it. Just get the fuck out of there. I mean, you set in your ways. But the hypocrisy is this: like, if you're gonna give up on the youth, I mean, if you're gonna get you when you focus on the youth at the same time that you're giving up on the youth. So kids 13 and under don't have to deal with life yet. So how exactly are you gonna focus on them preparing for life when you don't know if they can handle the pressures of life? I think maybe 14 to 25 may be the most vital years of any young person or young adult's life, because at the end of the day, you're seeing them gravitate towards being an adult, and you're seeing how they can handle it. So you can figure out, okay, look, this works for you, this doesn't work for you. You're gonna have these obstacles that you're gonna have to deal with. You might not have to encounter these. So that's the time to actually prepare them for life. And we become hypocritical as a society by saying, don't worry about. When you say don't worry about high school kids, you got a problem. Because high school kids are the one at the beginning of that cusp. Those are the ones that they're ready to graduate and go to college and be grown. But at the same token, when they're in college, they like, oh shit, I'm finna be on my own. So you see how some people try to stay in school as long as possible to avoid having to deal with adult life. So I don't think it's a good idea. And when you focus on kids, like, what exactly? See, in my opinion, it's one thing to believe in somebody. Like, I think everybody needs a person who believes in them. But I also think that I can understand it if you got somebody 26 and up, and you say, look, man, you're gonna have to earn my belief in you because you've been consistently fucking up for 25 years. Like you're not reliable. So my belief in you wavers because you're unreliable. But to not believe in people who are trying to find their way basically sends off a generation from, I would say, like 14 and 25, that you ain't gonna be nothing. Only these kids 13 and under are gonna be something. Even though they don't know what the fuck they want to be, even though they're gonna succumb to the same pressures, and even though you're telling them when you're 13 you're gonna be something, so I'm here working with you, but when you're 14, fuck off. That itself is like, wait a minute, what? Same thing when a lot of parents say, you grown, you 18, you grown. That is true, but the way it's done, a lot of times, it's like, yeah, 17, 364 days tomorrow. Fuck off. And it's like, oh man, you just been waiting on me to hit this age so you can tell me to get the fuck around you. Okay, thank you for babysitting me for so long. I didn't know, I was a burden to you like that. So we're treating people like burdens, but at the same token, forgetting that we all gonna get older. So the same people you said, you know, are not worth your time are the same people that are gonna have to take care of you. Thus, this is why you see so many people in old folks' homes left alone, or so many old people just thrown to the side by society, because these are the same old people who said, them, fuck them, they're not worth anything. Just go to the youth. And then they say, and they call back, I need you to take care of me, baby. And they be like, uh, you remember when I was 14 and you said I was going, you was done with me? Well, you 14 now, and I've given up on you. Bye. You teach people how to treat you. Part of the reason why society is so fucked up the way it is because we uh, we view teenagers as grown men and women, depending on their race, socioeconomic, demographic, or class, or who their parents were. Because you want them to be exactly how their parents were, you want them to be the opposite of who their parents were. It just depends. But because of that, we as a society are shooting ourselves in the foot. So, you know, I believe that we should believe in people who are actively pursuing what they think their ambitions are, no matter what the age. If they have earned your respect to say, yes, this is what they would do whether you were here or not. This is the direction they would go whether you were here or not. This is what they would become whether you helped them or not. This, no matter if it was hard or not. I think we would get much further as a society if we do that. Peace.